back everybody to the series where I take Minecraft TikTok hacks that you guys tag me in and test them out to see if they actually work. So if you guys do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and without further ado, let's just jump straight into the first Minecraft TikTok hack. So the first TikTok hack here is from VRax Live, and he said, did you know that this works? So he was walking on magma mode, made him take damage, and then he put Frostwalker 2 on diamond boots, and wait, there's no way. If he walks on this, will he take damage? He doesn't take any damage if you have Frostwalker 2. Let's go ahead and test it out, see if it actually is real or not. Alright, so we have our stuff right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and place an anvil, put Frostwalker 2 on netherite boots here, and then let's go ahead and make our path of hot charcoal. If we walk on it, we take damage. If I put on Frostwalker 2 boots, will it protect you from this? Wait, I actually had no idea this actually works. Okay, so on to the next TikTok hack here. We have one from Sharkbait, and he says, if you make a fox your homie, then drop a totem of undying, and he'll pick it up. Apparently, if you kill him, or if he was to die, that totem of undying will save his life. Okay, so lucky enough for me, I have 2 foxes just sitting in this bow right here. So let's go ahead and throw some totems of undying and see if they go for them. So, oh wait, they can pick them up while they're in the bow? Look at that, they have a little totem of undying in their mouth. Oh, he went to sleep under the tree with a totem of undying in his mouth, and now he just keeps running away from me. Trust me, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm not gonna kill you. So sharpness 5 versus a fox. It works! If you want your fox to survive any types of attacks, just throw a totem of undying and give a totem of undying to him. But unfortunately, if he doesn't have a totem of undying, he will die. I feel like that was the most painful thing I've ever done. Okay, so this next TikTok is by Blushy Alien, and they are replying to a comment saying, first step, how to get an invisible item frame. So apparently you can get invisible item frames in Minecraft if you're in creative. So you just need to run this command, give Atlas item frame entity tag invisible 1, and then you can place down invisible item frames so it looks like items are just sitting there on the wall without it having an item frame behind it. I want to try this out. Okay, so this is the command that they ran. Give Atlas Minecraft item frame entity tag invisible 1. You gotta add those colons on those brackets right there, those squiggly brackets, and if we press enter, we just get ourselves a normal item frame. Okay, well, let's go ahead and see if this works. I go into game mode creative. Make sure you're in creative. You place them down. Can I just pick one row? Okay, I've included all of the capitalization as well. Make sure you do that, and if we place this down, there you go. That's what you need to do. You need to make sure it's capitalized. So I did it wrong. You need to make sure that the E is capitalized in entity, the T is capitalized in tag, and the I is capitalized in invisible, and then you can place down invisible item frames. Check this out. So I place this down, and there we go. And then let's try how it looks on the head. Yo, that dragon head looks so cool with an invisible item frame. I want to place them everywhere. Look at that. Look at them. Okay, so this next one is from Beastin' Feastin'. I like that name. And it says simple way to hide items from friends. And it looks like he has some kind of chest in a cauldron right there. So he places this down. It might take a couple tries to push the minecart in the right spot. Oh, wait, does he hide a minecart? Okay, wait. If it messes up, you can replace it with a piston. And apparently you need to get it like lined up perfectly with the block behind it. Okay. And then you need to have it so the chest is just, so it's just the minecart extended, not the chest. Okay, and then you place down blocks, and then you place a cauldron. You can fill up the cauldron, and there's no way you can access your chest from there. Yo, if this actually works, this is the best way to hide your items. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna make a wall right here. There we go. We're gonna have our chest hidden here, I think. I think this is a good place to have it hidden. So the way they did it is they just placed down one of these, broke this, and it looks like you need to like push it so it's just the chest. And then this side, it should be flush. Okay, a tiny bit more maybe. Okay, I think that should be perfect now. That's flush, and that's flush. Okay, nice. Now we just go ahead and put a piston above it like this. So push that down. Okay, and now if I go ahead and place a cauldron right here, put a piston on top of this, and push that down, place the water in there, and then yo, look at this. Look at this. So nothing from the outside. Nothing. Oh, wait. No, I messed it up. I think the water might have pushed it slightly. Oh, no. Okay. Well, if you have a wall here, I think that's what they had. They had it in like the corner and nobody could even tell. So you just go up to your cauldron and you can literally hide whatever you want in there. Now, that is pretty cool and it works. This next one is from Hey, I'm Robbie, and he shows us how to make a working car with slime blocks. So you place down 5 like that with an observer facing upwards and a sticky piston and an observer facing downwards. 3 more, another sticky piston facing that way, so it's like an interlock of sticky pistons. You place down a chair backwards, you place down more half slabs, you place down a minecart, you set in the minecart, you set fire to the observer, and then you're riding the car. I want to see if this one works, because if it does, I am starting to make roads in my Minecraft worlds, because I want to be rolling around in style like this guy. Okay, so he starts off here, we'll face it this way so we can ride off into the sun. Rise, set? I'm not sure which way that is. So we place down the 5 slide blocks, and then we need this observer to face upwards, so we need to place it like there. And then I think they had a sticky piston coming out this way, and then 2 more like this, 3 of them across like this, another sticky piston facing that way, sticky, sticky, sticky right there, and oh wait, I think we're missing an observer. Yeah, okay, so we need to have an observer facing directly downwards right here, have another slime block on top of that, and then we just need to go ahead and put down the slabs. And then I think it was like 1 right here, something like that. And then last but not least, we just need to place our rail, break the rail right there. There we go. Now we have our race car looking thing, and now all we need apparently is our keys. So let's go ahead and grab our keys, which in this case is a flint and steel, hop in our seat on the minecart, and off we go, and we even have somebody in our passenger seat. How you doing there, Mr. Villager? Oh, he's having the time of his life. Oh no, he fell out the car. What a guy. Okay, so this next TikTok shows us a hack that we can use to super smelt things. Now, I'm super doubting on this one, but a lot of you guys tagged me in the comments, so I'm just gonna check it out anyway. You guys tagged me in it. You want me to see if it's real or not? I'm gonna prove to you that this is not real, and all he has, if I look at this correctly, is 2 pistons either side just pushing it. And they're not sticky, it's just normal pistons. So all we need to do is set up a clock that shoots one side, shoots the other, shoots one side, shoots the other, and let's just see if this works, because I don't think it actually will work. Okay, so what I've gone ahead and set up here is a system that kind of replicates what he had. So he has a clock here, which basically means that whenever this is switched off, they will both go at different times, kind of pushing into each other. So let's go ahead and see if it actually does work. I really doubt it will, but I just want to prove this to you guys that it's not going to work, because he doesn't show any tutorial, he doesn't show how he does it, because it doesn't work. That's my theory. So let's go ahead and see. We go ahead and put iron in a normal furnace. You guys can see it goes normally. You know, it takes the normal amount of time. Now, let's go ahead and take it out and see if his thing works. So I turn this machine on, and I go ahead and fill this thing up, and just what I thought. It doesn't work. So he's just kind of done this for a video. Now our next TikTok here is from the Panda Bear, Minecraft the Panda Bear, and he's talking about how to make a simple trap to kill your friends. So he fills up a hole with TNT. I think he said 5 deep and 5 wide, and then 2 blocks of sand, 1 block of TNT, and another block of sand. And then you put a bunch of signs on the TNT block, and then you put sand on top of that, and you place a redstone chest on top of that, and you just say a gift on the sign. And apparently it makes this super OP trap that will kill whoever tries to open the chest. So let's go ahead and try this out. 5 blocks wide, 5 blocks deep. 5 deep by 5 wide by 5 wide, and then we just fill in the block bottom with TNT, and then we follow what he said. He said 2 sand, a TNT, and then another piece of sand, and then on this TNT block we just place a bunch of signs, and the way to do this is just by shift clicking them. So you shift click on the sign, and then you shift click on that side as well, and there we go. We have a full bunch of signs, which means we can now place sand on top of the signs, and it will not fall through. Look at that. There we go. Perfect. So let's go ahead and place sand all across this. Obviously this isn't a desert, so it might not work the best if you're not building it in a desert. Maybe you can use gravel instead if gravel fits in better in your worlds. But here we go. Let's go ahead and place the chest. And probably what you would want to do is you probably want to remove these blocks first. So you probably want to place your trap chest and then probably break all these blocks first. Fill it up with whatever you want to kind of distract him for a second. Or even don't fill it up with anything, because by the time he opens it, it's going to be over. Here we go. We go up to the best friend chest, open it up, and oh no, it's already over. It's already over, and boom! Oh boy, you would be dead within seconds. Oh my goodness, if I was in survival, it would be all over for me. So that works 100%. Okay, so now we're into the next TikTok hack, which is here from 4P5MC, and he shows us how to make an uncraftable splash potion, which can kill people in creative. All you have to do is throw it at somebody, and it will literally kill them, even if they're in creative, and that is pretty insane. So I'm going to teach you guys the simple command that you're going to need to kill all your friends in creative. It's going to be insane. Okay, so the command you're going to want to run is you will need to open the server. So if you just ask your friend for op, let's say if you want some blocks to build your house or something, go ahead and run this command while he gives you OP for a second. Okay, so if you guys want this again, go ahead and pause the video right here, and somebody will probably write it down in the comments below, I'm sure of it. You go ahead and run this command, or actually in this case, let's give ourselves 5 of them. Let's go ahead and give us 5 of these splash uncraftable potions, and look at that. Potion potency 125. Now this is where things get a little bit dangerous, because even if I'm in creative right here, you guys know potions usually don't have any effect if you're in creative. Well, let's go ahead and test this out. Throw one up, and it kills players in creative. It actually kills players in creative. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Usually any type of potion you throw will not have any effect on players in creative, like health-wise. Okay, so this one's kind of funny. Basically, this guy is wondering what happens if he throws an ender pearl just before entering the nether portal. So he throws one just right here before entering the nether, and he's like, oh, it doesn't work, because he's sitting there in the nether saying, not teleporting. He's like, oh, I guess it doesn't work. And then all of a sudden, he gets teleported. He gets teleported through it. So I'm not sure if this actually works or not, if this is the tactic you can use. So I want to see if you can teleport cross dimensions with an ender pearl. Let's test this out. Okay, so I've given myself 16 ender pearls. Let's go to survival right here. Let's hop into this nether portal, and then on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, throw an ender pearl. And anything? I don't see anything happening right now. Did I throw it too high up? It did disappear. It seemed like it disappeared before I went through. So hey, let's try it again through this way. If I shifted on the edge of the portal, throw one, and oh wait, no, I teleported before. Okay, wait, hold on. I think I might have just deleted my first one. Let's try this again. Let's see if I can work it out. So if I teleport right here, throw it right now. No, it teleports with me. Did you see that? It teleported with me to the nether. Or maybe it's because it's not loaded. That could be the one that I threw before. Let's have a look. Let's see if the one I threw in the nether is still there, or if that is the one that I threw before. No teleporting happening. Anyway, let's get on to the next TikTok hack, because that one didn't seem to work. Okay, so this next TikTok hack is by Magic MC, and he shows us how to make an automatic Minecraft pool, like one that fills up by itself. You just need to fill all of these blocks up with a redstone torch, and then place repeaters, and then place blocks above the redstone torches, and then place more redstone torches above those redstone torches, and then place pistons on top of those redstone torches, and then place blocks on top of those. And it looks like around the edge of these blocks, he's gonna have a water source, maybe? Yeah, and then you dig out a circle around the edge of it, and then you fill that up with water around the edge, put a ledge around it. Okay, I see how this works. Okay, let's go ahead and test this out in our world. All right, so here, let's go ahead and test this out. So he said we had to dig down pretty deep, it looks like. So let's go ahead and like dig down maybe like this deep. That looks deep enough, I think. Now see, I want to have a nice long pool, so that's what we're gonna do here. So it looks like he has like a line of blocks like this, and then we go ahead and place redstone torches on top of all of this, and then we place more repeaters right here. And I might actually have to get rid of this last part here, I think, because we're gonna need some space for some redstone. Let's go ahead and place that redstone for now, and we'll have it like go up right here maybe. Okay, so that's where the redstone can go up. Okay, so now on top of these we place more blocks and then more redstone torches. So you're gonna need a lot of redstone if you want this automated pool. Okay, so I definitely didn't dig this deep enough, but here we go. Let's go ahead and place all of these blocks right here, because this will now be the size of our pool, and we might have to have a very big lip around the edge here. But then you just need to go ahead and place sticky pistons all on top of each thing here, on top of all the blocks. Okay, so that's perfect. Now we should have really dug this like 2 blocks deeper, so you probably want to dig this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks deep. That's probably the ideal amount, because this is now the floor of the pool, and we don't really want that, but we can make do with it. We can make do with it in this instance. And now let's grab ourselves some smooth quartz to add some like little designs. And then last but not least, we just need to add these slabs to hide the water source that's normally there, and then bring the slabs in by one all the way around, just like this. And then just basically place the water bucket all the way across in all of these little corners here, and just make sure it's filled up in every single corner here. Now once it is all water source blocks, then you are good to go, because all you need to do now is basically set this up like I have right here. Set up a little staircase right here maybe, and then put down a lever, and you can hide your pool just with one flick. Look at that disappear. So now it's empty, and now if you want people to come along and swim with it, there we go. It's pool time, baby. Let's go. Okay, so this TikTok hack says that you can throw concrete into a cauldron, concrete powder, and it will turn it into normal concrete. Now, if this is true, I've been making concrete wrong my entire life, because I've always just placed it down in water and then mined it. But if you can make it like this, then I'm going to be mind blown. And let me go ahead and fill up this cauldron. We have our cauldron right here, and I guess say goodbye to that lava. And then we're going to add concrete powder, just red concrete powder like he had. And apparently if you throw it in here, it will turn into concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Oh, I thought it was actually concrete for a second. No! So that one does not work. That is a complete lie. So you have to make the concrete powder the old-fashioned way, but you have to place it in water and then mine it. Now, our last TikTok hack here is from Minecraft Universe, and he shows us how to make a super cool piano design in Minecraft. Now, there's a little known fact of this, or not, probably not known, but I actually came up with this design way back, because I used to work with somebody called Green, who's a pretty popular Minecraft builder. And when these Minecraft skulls first came out, the dragon skulls first came out, we came up with all of these building tips on how to use them, and this was one of my ideas where we went ahead and turned it to a piano. So maybe this is from me. Did I come up with this Minecraft hack? I don't know, but I know that this one definitely works, because we introduced it on one of the first Minecraft videos that showed these building tips and tricks. Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead and test this thing out. So we go ahead and 1, 2, 3 right here, and I think he did 3 pieces of snow. I think that might be the best one to do. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've done this. 6 maybe? It might be 6. Let's go ahead and try out 6. So you go ahead and place down 6 lines of that, and then we go ahead and place down all of these dragon heads on top, and then we just need to go ahead and basically place these along right here. I'm not sure why that middle one messed up, and then we just fill in the edges here with something like this maybe, and then we'll go ahead and have kind of like he had in this video here, how you kind of bring it up slightly and then have a fence down here to show that it's like kind of connected still, and then we can just connect it all up on the sides here and along the back, and there you go. You have yourself a little piano, and we can go ahead and add a little chair here as well if we want to, and there we go. We have a little piano stand where we can go ahead ahead and play piano. YT skipped the tutorial video. Somebody re-uploaded it, so let's go ahead and check it out. I think this is a series of hacks in here that we're gonna go ahead and test out today. So let's go ahead and see what they are.
How about we find ourselves a happy middle ground? I wasn't aware of this until recently, but you can actually throw down item frames on top of redstone dust. Meaning if you add in a colored map of your choice, then you can effectively cover up your tracks. Now, obviously, if you're using a bunch of these item frame and map combos, I do have to warn of some potential lag. But if you got yourself a beefy computer, then I'd be hard-pressed to say this isn't worth a shot.
That looks pretty awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and test that one out first. Okay, so lucky for me, I am in a super flat world, which means if I grab a map like this right now and just fly out into the distance over here, we should be able to get a big chunk of one single color, which is exactly what we're looking for. So let's go ahead and hit it, and there we go. We just need to fill this in, and we have a big looking sand template right here. So first things first is we're gonna need some redstone. Then I'm gonna need a lever, just like this. Okay, now let's go ahead and make like a little room right here. Let's go ahead and make like a 3x3 room right here with an iron door blocking off the exit here. So if we're inside here, we're like, how do we get out? Okay, so now let's go ahead and place down the lever, and obviously we can see right here that the redstone is gonna open that door, right? Yeah, obviously the redstone is gonna open that door. But let's go ahead and grab our item frames and cover this up. Oh my goodness, I'm actually really excited to see how this looks. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll fill it in with these maps everywhere. Oh boy, this is gonna look good. This is gonna look super cool. So we need to like hit it directly on the corners of it right here. Okay, nice. And then like this, and just like that, we have a floor, and the redstone is completely hidden. That's actually insane. Like, you cannot see it at all. Even if you like F5 underneath it, you still can't see it. That is super awesome. And then we can just go ahead and flick this, and yeah, you can see the particles, but like you can't see the redstone, and it's just an invisible redstone box. This is super awesome. Let's go ahead and see what the next one is.
Villagers can be a great asset in your Minecraft world.
Yes, they can.
Regardless of how respectable they are with emeralds, these fellas are not the most commendable when it comes to the overworld. And
what's that supposed to mean?
Is a lot more similar to sheep than Steve. They're nowhere near as easy to corral. So if you two are looking for a trading hall that doesn't have to turn into a kangaroo market, this might be the time to sweeten the deal.
Okay, so whenever I usually like put villagers in a hole, I would usually like, I mean, actually, I think I have an example of it just over here. Yeah, I usually put a roof over their heads and put fences around them so they can't get out. But what he's saying is all we need is a couple honey blocks. So let's go ahead and grab a couple honey blocks, replace the blocks below him, just like this, and then, sorry buddy, you have to scoot over a little bit. Just replace all the blocks beneath this area with honey blocks. And now if we go ahead and first of all get rid of the roof, because we're not going to need a roof with this. And next, I know he can't get out right now because there's fences, but now let's go ahead and replace the fence with normal blocks. And can he actually not? Okay. Oh, no, Mr. Villager, no, you're not meant to escape. No, Mr. Villager. Oh, no, that's bad. Okay, well, we'll just spawn in another one. There's no way. Does he actually not escape it? Literally, it looks like he can just jump out. It looks so much better like this. And if he can't get out, that's actually so OP. Wait, no, I can't get out now. Oh, no, I have to fly out. Okay, well, I think that goes to say if I can't get out, then I don't think this villager is going to be getting out either. Oh, no, now I'm trapped in here with him. Oh, my goodness.
Did you know that if a creeper that is under a potion effect blows up, it will leave behind an effect cloud of the potion that it was inflicted with?
It will leave a lingering potion. Wait, what? Okay, wait, so he was saying if I have a creeper spawn egg and then a splash potion of anything, it will leave a lingering potion of that thing? I don't believe it. I feel like I've seen this before, but I'm not sure if it actually works or not. Okay, so we have 3 creepers. Now let's go into survival mode. And oh my goodness, we're on 1.5 hearts. Better not die to this. Okay, so let's set him off. And why are my sounds off? Oh no. Actually, I think I know a better way of doing this. Let's grab ourselves a flint and steel. There we go. Much better. Okay, so this is the guy with the potion effect. Go ahead and blow him up. And apparently there should be a lingering potion of... Look at that. There's a lingering potion of regen. And if I run through this, I will get the effect, right? If I just stand in here, I'm pretty sure if I'm in survival, do I get the effect? Yeah, I do. Look at the top right there. I'm getting the effect of regen. Oh my god. That's actually awesome. Okay, now let's try poison. Let's see if it leaves a poison effect. If I walk in here... Oh no, I get the poison. I didn't know that was actually a thing. That's pretty awesome. I like how that works, but now I'm poisoned and that's not the greatest thing. But that one works. Okay, so now we have a TikTok by Meeks and he shows us how to smelt multiple things. He's putting diamond ore, coal ore, gold ore, emerald ore, and even ancient debris into a shulker box. Okay, and then what does he do with that shulker box? Okay, then he picks up the shulker box and then he puts the shulker box into a furnace with everything inside it, smelts it up. Wait, there's no way this actually works, right? There's no way this actually works. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've got all of the ores I can think of. We just need ancient debris now. Okay, so now we have all of these. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the shulker box and put all of these in there. And now if I go ahead and middle click the, wait, no, now we need to break the shulker box, right? Okay, there we go. Now we've got the shulker box with everything inside it. Now let's get a normal furnace like he did, get a piece of coal, and also get ourselves a wooden pickaxe because he showed it with a wooden pickaxe. So maybe it's a glitch with a wooden pickaxe. I don't know. Put the shulker box in, add some coal. Maybe with the wooden pickaxe? No, it was a joke. Apparently this does not work and we all just got trolled. Don't go try this one in your Minecraft worlds because it does not work. On to the next one. Okay, did you know that if you feed a dolphin raw fish, it would lead you to the nearest shipwreck, buried treasure, or ocean Wait, is that real? Do dolphins actually have a use? Hold on, I've got to try this. Okay, so I've just spawned into a brand new world. Let's get ourselves some raw fish. I'll get both raw fish. We'll get raw salmon and raw cod. And now we're right next to an ocean. Perfect. And now let's just find ourselves a Mr. Dolphin. Where's Mr. Dolphin at? Mr. Dolphin, where are you? Okay, we got some squids. We got some fishies. Where's Mr. Dolphin? Okay, I even found turtles. Where are the dolphins at? Oh, here we go. There's some dolphins right here. Okay, so now if we go down to them and feed them some raw salmon. Wait, and if I just follow this guy? Hold on, I need to go into survival so I get his effects. So I can swim as fast as him. Oh wait, no, not spectator, survival. Come on, Mr. Dolphin. Hold on. Come in, sir. Wait, he's off in the distance. Okay, wait, he's still even going when I'm not like continuously following him. Where's he going? Buddy, you're going so far. Wait, he's actually going so far right now. I don't know where he's going to, but he's tracking something, it seems. Hold on. Let's feed him another one. Where are we going? Where are we going? Wait, is this it? Is this it? Oh wait, it isn't. It's one of those ruined like city thingies. I didn't even realize it. And if we come down here and go into creative, there's a chest right here, a buried treasure map. Oh my goodness, this dolphin is the best. Apparently that works. I never actually knew dolphins had a use like that. So apparently if you go feed fish to your dolphins, or make sure it's raw fish to your dolphins, that will lead you to some awesome things. So that's pretty awesome. On to the next Minecraft hack. Okay, so this is like a 10 Minecraft hacks that you didn't know, or things you didn't know about Minecraft. Apparently the rarest drop from a chest is a bell, having a 1.5% chance. Wait, you can get bells from a ruined portal chest? Wait, you can also change spawner types with spawn eggs, including Elder Guardians, Wandering Traders, and Shulkers? Hold on, I gotta try that. You can enchant a fungus on a stick. You can also craft granite. Wait, there's so much going on that I didn't know. Hold on. And you can fish up ink sacks. There's that many types of tropical fish, and I know you can ender pearl outside the world border. That was one I did know. And for Minecraft's 10th birthday, they made the cakes look like this. Interesting. And there's so much. Okay, yeah, I know about the killer bunny. And apparently that's it. So that's a lot in one video, but we're gonna go ahead and test out the granite to diorite thing, because I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, so we're still in this world for now, but let's go ahead and grab ourselves some granite, some diorite, and some quartz in a crafting table. Okay, so then we go like this, game mode survival, open one of these. There's no way you can actually craft this. If you can, then I'm gonna be amazed. Hold on. Oh, you can literally craft granite out of diorite? Wait, is there like a crafting recipe for the other one? Wait, you can make diorite out of cobblestone. Okay, so you can make diorite out of cobblestone. You can make andesite out of diorite. And you can make granite out of... You can literally make any stone. I never knew this. Why did I never know this? Minecraft, why don't you teach us these things in Minecraft school? Like, what? Did you turn all of your disgusting old diorite into... Okay, if you guys knew that, go ahead and hit the like button. If you guys didn't, and you're like me, then comment down below and let me know, because I can't be the only one who didn't know about this. And then can you actually here, if we give ourselves a spawner, can you actually spawn Elder Guardians from it? I do not believe this one bit. If I place it near the water, put an Elder Guardian... Oh, wait, you actually can. You can actually just turn these into any spawners you want. If there's a thingy for it, you can spawn it. Okay, let's try Vindicator. Wait, Vindicator? Is that spawning or not? Does that have to be nighttime? Time set night, maybe? If I go ahead, what is this guy even doing? Oh, he's swimming away. Look at him go. So I guess you do need to be creative for this one. The Vindicator doesn't even seem to work, so maybe it only works for some of the... Wait, it does work. Wait, does it work for any spawn egg? Come on, pufferfish. Wait, there's a tiny little pufferfish in there. Oh my goodness, dude. This is actually insane, and I did not know about this. If I go into survival, I wonder if it spawns more. Okay, it's standing right here. Oh no, the Elder Guardian. Oh no, okay, it's a bad idea to go into survival. But it works. It definitely works. All right, so we have another one here from Red Beret, and he says you can equip armor onto a villager by placing a dispenser beside the villager and filling it with armor. Wait, villagers can wear armor? It won't be displayed, but it will function properly? Hold on, you can protect your villagers with armor? There's no way this is a thing that I didn't know about. Okay, Mr. Villager, it's time for us to have a little conversation about your attire. I know you like your robes and everything, but it's about time that we go ahead and get you some nice drip. Okay, so we put a dispenser on top of his head, just like this. There we go. And now we just put a button there as well and fill it up with any type of armor. Obviously, we're going to give him the best drip possible. So let's go ahead and give him all that netherite armor. Dispense it. 1, 2. Wait, it's not going on the ground. 3. Wait, it is leaving that, but it's not going on the... Wait, it's literally not on the ground. Like, I'm standing right here. I'm not picking it up. Hold on. If I hit this guy with a netherite sword, they're usually at about 2 or 3 hits with a netherite sword. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and he drops the armor after as well. Oh my goodness. Dude, that is insane. Okay, so if you guys want to protect your villagers in your Minecraft worlds, go ahead and give them some prop 4 iron armor, because I'm sure that's less expensive than netherite. Or if you're rich in your Minecraft worlds, just give them all netherite protection 4, because then they will literally never die. And that's pretty great, honestly. Okay, next up we have a TikTok hack by Hey, I'm Robbie, and he shows us how to make a fire cannon. Okay, so we need 2 sticky pistons, a piece of redstone, a stair with 2 observers with 2 blocks, 2 more observers, 2 dispensers, fill them up with fire charges. Is this it? Is this all we need to do? And then place a lever. You can literally make a fire cannon? Hold on, I have to see if this actually works. Okay, so remember this beautiful boat we spawned in last time, and let's go ahead and give this boat what it needs, a little bit of a makeover. Okay, so 1 piece of redstone, 2 pistons, quartz stair, an observer. Wait, no. Observers this way. Then we just need a solid block this way. And then we need other observers this way with dispensers right here. And then we just fill up these dispensers with fire charges. Just like that. And you guys actually taught me a neat trick in the last one. Where if I hold down control and middle click, it actually copies everything over. When I went ahead and filled in all of those... Where is it? When I went ahead and filled in all of the dispensers with TNT, you guys said I could just copy it. And I clearly can. It just copies the MBT tag. So if you guys want to do that, it's the bottom left control and just middle click and it works. Anyway, let's go ahead and flick the lever. And goodbye, pirate ship. Oh, I am so powerful. Nothing will come in my way. I am too strong. Oh my god. Oh no, this poor pirate ship. No, it's burning to the ground. Oh my goodness. This is loud, but very, very powerful and very powerful indeed. So hey, if you ever want to make some like cannons on the side of your pirate ship, which is actually super compact, or even on the sides of your base to stop any intruders, this would definitely work. I mean, it would also burn down a forest in its path, but hey, if you try to set some things on fire, this is the thing for you. Okay, we have another one from Red Beret here that says, did you know that if you kill a zombified piglin with 1 hit, no other of the zombified piglins would be mad? I'm gonna try this out. Enchant Henwy sharpness 5. Okay, we have a sharpness 5 netherite sword, which does a lot of damage, and if we crit, it should 1 hit any zombie pigman. So we're gonna go into the nether here. We have piglins. No, I want a zombified piglin. Where are they at? The ones that get mad when you hit them. Okay, we should be able to find some around here. I feel like, oh, there they are. Okay, so if we 1 hit this guy, he shouldn't get mad at us. Let's go into survival. We're on half a heart, so this better work. And oh no, I didn't want to hit him. I didn't want to hit him. Oh, this is bad. I'm gonna fly away. I'm gonna fly away to some that aren't as mad at me. All right, let's try an axe, because we all know that an axe does more damage. Just enchant the axe with sharpness 5. That should 1 hit them then. Are these guys mad at me? Let's have a look. Are you guys mad at me? Okay, these guys aren't mad at me. I'm on half a heart. Let's go ahead and see if this works in 3, 2, 1. No, I didn't 1 hit him either. How do you 1 hit one of these guys? Oh no. Oh no. Do I need smite? I might need smite. Okay, let's try smite. Okay, we have our next prey. We have a smite 5. I think there should be some nearby. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can 1 hit him. Okay, you 1 hit him with smite 5, but there were none nearby to kind of get mad. Hold on. Let's see if we can find some more. All right, here we go. We have like a bunch in this area. We've enchanted this with smite 5 because sharpness 5 doesn't actually work on these guys, but smite 5 should. And wait, no, we're not in survival. Let's try this in survival again on half a heart. And oh, that was close. And yeah, if you have a smite 5 sword, they will not get mad at you if you're 1 hitting them. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at all these zombie piglins. None of them even are batting an eye at me hitting them. Oh my goodness, this is pretty nice. Ian definitely needs this because he always ends up punching the zombie piglins in the nether. So if he has one of these, that might not be a problem anymore. Okay, we have another TikTok hack that says apparently you can repair chainmail with iron in an anvil? Apparently you can't do it with chains though. Okay, well, I always thought that you had to get mending on chain armor to repair it. Like, that's the only way I've ever done it. If you can actually fix chain armor with an anvil, I would be surprised. I'm not sure if this actually works or not. Let's test it out. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a chain helmet, and I'm gonna break it in the best way I know how, with an anvil. Okay, so here, we're gonna go ahead and spawn. Actually, we're gonna stand right here, and we're gonna go into survival, and jump and place an anvil, and look at that. We have a big bunch of damage on our chain helmet. Now, if we place down an anvil, give ourselves some iron ingots, apparently we can fix this in an anvil. You literally can. Oh my, wait, if I give myself another iron ingot, I might be able to fix this up all the way. You can fix chain armor with an iron ingot. Oh my, I really feel like a bot. The more and more I do these TikTok hacks, the less and less I realize I actually know about Minecraft. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have a Minecraft TikTok tip here showing you how to make a particle floor. This is by Ham Robbie. Go ahead and check it out. We have the respawn anchors from the nether. Fill them up with glowstone that makes like a portal look, and you put a carpet on top, and then the carpet just gives off. That's actually super cool. That's super cool. I want to try this out for myself. Okay, so we have everything we need. Let's go ahead and fill this area in right here with obsidian, and then we go ahead and place down respawn anchors. Fill them all with 1 piece of glowstone. They look so cool. I've never really used these blocks in Minecraft before. Then you cover it in the carpet. And look at that. The carpet is just glowing and giving off a super cool effect. That's actually so... If I walked into someone's house and they just had this, along with a bunch of the other TikTok hacks we've done in the past, I would be extremely impressed. Guys, if you can make a beautiful looking TikTok house with as many TikTok hacks as I've covered in previous videos, let me know and tweet me at Henwy with a picture of it, because I want to see your guys' creations. But this is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Look at this thing. It looks like I'm on a magic carpet or something. On to the next TikTok hack. Okay, so this next TikTok hack, again, is by Red Beret, and he says that we can break through bedrock using the contraption, using 1 obsidian, 1 netherrack, 1 piston, 2 pieces of TNT, a trapdoor, and a lever. After that has been done, crawl onto the trapdoor, flick the lever, and as soon as the TNT blows up, place another piston facing downwards. And if it went smoothly, the piston should be facing upwards. I'm so confused with what happened. We've got to try this out. Okay, so for TikTok testing purposes, I'm gonna go ahead and say I've covered these diamonds in bedrock, and the only way I can get it is if I break the bedrock below there. So we gotta go ahead and do what he says. We place down 1 piece of obsidian, a piece of netherrack, a piston facing upwards, 2 pieces of TNT, a trapdoor, and a lever, and then all we need to do is crawl under here. Let's go into survival to make sure this actually works. Okay, then we flick this, and then we just need to place a piston upwards. So you hold down right click right here, and if it went well, what happened? Did I mess something up? Let's try it again. Okay, I've given myself 2 more TNT. Okay, netherrack, TNT, lever, and then we place the trapdoor just like this. Flick that, flick this, and then I just need to hold this right here. Maybe it's on the netherrack block. I need to hold down right click. No? I've got to be messing this up. Maybe this takes a couple tries. Maybe this takes a couple tries to do. Or maybe it just doesn't work. We'll find out. Place down a piston. No, it doesn't seem like it's working for me. I'm gonna quickly check what he did. Okay, so yeah, he literally did this, gave myself 2 pieces of TNT, go like that, go like this, and go like, nope, we need this one down below, go like this, and then crawl under, do this, and apparently all we need to do is place it down right here, and... No, it doesn't seem to work. Unless I don't have the right technique, then it doesn't seem to work. If you guys can try this out for yourselves, and if you guys are somehow better than me at it, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong here. Comment down below or a tweet or something. And yeah, let me know, because I would love to be able to break bedrock, but this just doesn't seem to be working. Not Penny. He's using dripstone here to kill a zombie, and dripstone apparently does a lot of damage, and a lot of people don't know this. So he set up contraption where he has a bunch of dripstone pillars at the very top of the world, and he's dropping them down on the wither, and it can apparently kill the wither in less than 5 seconds. So I want to test this out for ourselves and see if this thing actually works. Okay, so you guys can see I have a series of dripstone points down here. So we have 6 right here, and we're gonna see how much 6 down to bedrock do to the wither. So I'm gonna go ahead and press a lever here. So when I flick that lever, all of these will move out the way, and meaning all of these will drop straight down. So the wither will get hit 6 times by these. And to make sure that our wither, hey look, there's diamonds. So this is where the wither will be, meaning we're gonna go ahead and make a little box here, and Mr. Creeper, I'm not sure you're gonna want to be in this box. Okay, well, I guess you're in this box now. So let's go ahead and spawn Mr. Wither and Mr. Creeper. I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to put you out your misery. You're in our way here. You're in our way. I'm sorry, dude. All right, so let's place our soul sand here with our skulls right here, causing our wither to be directly on the center here, and he cannot go anywhere because he's surrounded by bedrock. So let's just go ahead and make sure he stays there, and once he explodes, he's still there. Looks like he is still just sitting there in the middle, and we're gonna see how much this does to this guy in 3, 2, 1. Oh, well, I guess I did that the wrong way. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and no, I already sent 1 down. Wait, no, that was meant to send them all down. Oh, I'm stupid. I think I built these all on the wrong one. Okay, I have to move them all up 1. That did a lot of damage. I actually have high hopes for this. Okay, so there we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sets of 4 pointed dripstones like this. So he should only die to 4 of these. 4 chunks of damage should kill this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was it. 4 sets of those, meaning you have to have a total of 8. And let's go down and check. And there it is, our beautiful netherstein. Okay, so this next TikTok hack is from GE Vids, and he says he broke Minecraft. Now, I've tried this with stairs before, I believe, and it did actually work. So I'm going to see if the same thing works with slabs. I want to see if you can put 2 slabs on top of each other, just like that, how he shows, and see if it actually works. Okay, so we're in our TikTok testing world since we don't need to be on the snapshot. We have the world border set to 100 around this area. Now, let's go up to the edge of it and see if this thing actually works. So what 2 slabs do we want to put together today? I'm thinking red cut sandstone and normal cut sandstone. I think that will look pretty interesting if this actually works. So we place one down, just like the video says. Then we place down a piston up against the border so it can't be pushed through. And then we go ahead and put red cut sandstone on top. And then all we have to do is flick this lever, and hopefully this thing should work in 3, 2, 1. just like that. Dude, what is this? This is so strange. So if you want to use this TikTok hack, it has to be against the world border. Okay, so this next TikTok is from BDZ Miner, and he makes a Minecraft End Destroy where he has a bunch of, I think this is dispensers set up to a clock, it looks like, where they just continuously go off into the end portal. We're gonna hop into the end portal and show you guys what happens on the inside. Trust me, this is gonna be crazy. Okay, so since we don't have an end portal in this super flat world, I'm gonna go ahead and make one right here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, just like that. And we can go ahead and put in all the eyes to make this a working end portal. Now, we're gonna do exactly like this guy shows us and come up above the end portal here so that we can make ourselves a little end portal destroyer, or the Minecraft End Destroyer as he calls it. So you just need to set up something like this with a 3x3 area in the middle, and it looks like this horse might even be heading over to the end. I'm not sure. He might be. Where are you going, buddy? And lastly over here, so you need 5 on each side. So you're gonna need a lot of resources for this. And I think we're actually also gonna have to expand out our stone a little bit more here. So you guys have something that looks a little bit like this. Okay, so this is the kind of system that he has set up with the redstone. He has 2 repeaters. I'm just copying exactly how it is. And then on this side, he has the clock. So the clock goes like this. This is a pretty simple clock to make if you guys haven't made one like this before. All you're really gonna need is a comparator like this, and then a lever. And then once we flick this, it will set off the clock just like that, as you guys saw. But what we're gonna do now is fill up all of these with as much TNT. And once I've filled these all up, I'll show you guys what our next step is. Okay, so I filled all of these up with TNT to the brim, and then we need to go ahead and place down the water buckets just like this in each corner that will flow down into the middle like this, and then flow back out just like he has on the video. And now all we need to do is go ahead and turn this bad boy on, and oh boy, this seems pretty dangerous. Are they all already gone? Wait, no, these ones got jammed. It seems like his system is a little bit faulty. So if you guys are having issues with it, this should fix up your system so that every single piece of TNT goes through. On the count of 3, I'm gonna press F3 so we can keep an eye on our coordinates, and I'm gonna go into the end in 3, 2, 1. This is a bad idea. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so apparently from Aussie here, we have a brand new automatic sand placer, and this device literally breaks the laws of physics. I mean, look at this thing. The sand will fly across the top of the water without dropping until our whole thing has gone. So let's go ahead and see how he does this. He has an observer, and it's going so fast that apparently all he has to do is hold down sand right here, and it will go, and it won't drop until like a bunch of it has been placed. So let's go ahead and see if this thing actually works. Okay, so here we are in an ocean right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab everything we need, which is a base block, a normal piston, some redstone, a repeater, and then an observer, it looks like is what he has, and then obviously some sand. And then the only system we're gonna really need here is a setup like this, and we're also gonna need blocks here, so you can go ahead and right click on the blocks here. Have a piston facing into a observer facing this way, with redstone coming out of the back of it like this, and then a repeater going back in with another piece of redstone like this. And this is apparently all you need. And then once we break this piston and replace it, you guys can see how fast this thing is going, just like in the video. And now apparently all we need to do is put sand in our off hand and also have it in our main hand, and if we hold it down, the sand will travel a far distance before dropping. So let's go ahead and see if this works. I cannot place it. How is this guy managing to place it? Oh my goodness, it actually works. Look at this. The sand is defying the laws of physics. And obviously for us right now, it might not work too well because we have like something in our way here. But if you're trying to wall off ocean monuments or like empty out big areas of the water at once, standing right here on top of the repeater will literally do that for you. I mean, look at this. We've made a sand wall like all this high in like no time whatsoever. And I'm sure you guys can do this in the nether as well. This TikTok hack actually works. I'm very, very surprised. Okay, so here, let's hop into the next one. Apparently this one is a very satisfying thing to watch, and all it is a very simple bit of redstone with some pretty cool things to look at here. So you go ahead and place, I think it's minecarts on top of slime blocks on top of sticky pistons with redstone dust connected by repeaters coming out of it. And then all you need to do is set up a little bit of a clock, and we're gonna try this out, see how cool this is actually. And then you set off the clock with a button, and you have a minecart wave, which looks very, very satisfying to look at. I want to see if we can create this for ourselves. Okay, so we have everything we need now. Let's go ahead and set this thing up. I'm gonna go ahead and make it this wide because I want it to be extra, extra special. Then we go ahead and put our slime blocks on top. And then on top of the slime blocks, you place a rail. And obviously on top of the rail, we go ahead and place a minecart. And now, before we go ahead and continue this, we need to go ahead and break every minecart rail, not the minecart itself, but just every rail. Then we go ahead and place some blocks going all along here with a redstone dust on every single piston, and then a repeater connected in between. Now all we need to do is set up the clock, which is very, very simple. We just come down here, place one piece of redstone right here with 3 on a 3-tick delay right here, another piece right here, another piece right here, and it looks like another few delays right here. And now all we need to do is press the button and let's see how this works. In 3, 2, 1. Look at that. Look at that beautifulness that we have right here. A beautiful wave of minecarts here. I think I know how to make this that much better here. Mr. Jeb, let's go ahead and make this that much better by just going ahead and put one of these in each one. And I think I may have just messed this up. Oh no. Oh no. I've messed this up completely. I'm sorry. Hold on. Do sheeps not go into minecarts? Like, am I missing something here? Apparently sheeps don't go into minecarts. Apparently you learn something new every day. Anyway, let's get into the next TikTok hack. Okay, so we have another TikTok here from Not Penny, and he shows us how to make an Enderpearl stasis chamber. Now, a lot of you guys probably don't know what this is, but I've gone ahead and shown this off in one of my videos far long ago. But it's basically a way you can use Enderpearl to travel thousands of blocks in a matter of seconds. I'm going to show you exactly how it works. Okay, so all you're really going to need to set this up is a little water elevator. You're going to want it to be somewhat deep so that you can throw the enderpearl down and it won't hit the bottom. So this should do the trick. And obviously you just fill this in with source blocks right here to actually get the elevator working. You guys have probably all made these in your times. You guys have probably all made these in your times playing Minecraft, but clearly I messed it up somewhere down here. One of these blocks doesn't have a water source. Are we good now? Are we good? Apparently we're still not good. That's the only thing with these. You need to make sure that every single source block is filled up, because if it's not, you'll have an issue. But there we go. We have a water elevator, and you can tell by bouncing on the top like that. And now all you need to do is to set up the stasis chamber. Place a pressure plate right there, then put on the side a trapdoor, and then all you have to do is throw down your enderpearl like that, and as long as it's bobbing like that, you're ready to go. I did this wrong. So I clearly did this wrong. What you have to do first is go ahead and just throw a block on that so it's open, and you need to make sure that it's actually standing on it like that. There we go. And now this is where our 5-minute timer starts, because once we throw our enderpearl down here, it should start bobbing just like that, and then we have 5 minutes until that block despawns, and we'll be teleported right back in. Meaning you can go off on a mining trip, you can go explore, and as long as 5 minutes is up, you'll be teleported right back to this position, and you guys will see, because obviously after 5 minutes an item gets despawned and this will close, teleporting me right back in. Okay, now this next TikTok hack I got tagged in quite a little bit, and it's a little bit confusing because see what gaming says here that a lot of people don't know how to cross this without dying, and it's literally just a few blocks, and yeah, you can jump, but you're not allowed to, and people are very confused because all you can do is walk forward, you're on half a heart and you die. But what people don't know is, I don't know how people don't know this, but if you just sprint walk, you can go over 1 block holes easy. Like, you don't need to worry about 1 block holes as long as you're sprinting, because you won't fall down them. As long as you're running in a straight line, you will not fall down a 1 block hole, just like he shows here. And a lot of people tag me in this because they were very confused. So I'll go ahead and prove it right now. So here, I will go ahead and set up as many lava buckets in a row as I want, and I will actually go ahead and wall myself in here as well, and prove to you that you don't need to worry about 1 block holes. Like, as long as you're sprinting in a straight line and you're just running in a straight line, you will be fine no matter what. So here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and empty out my inventory, go into survival mode, and hold down on the sprint button, and I'll promise you that this is gonna work every single time. I was wrong. And here we go. If I go ahead and start running, you guys can see as long as I'm looking up, you can make it pretty far. Yeah, you might fall in 1 or 2, but most of the time, you guys saw I ran over like 5 blocks right there. I'll show you guys right here again. If you're running in a straight line, you need to look perfectly at the top here. If you're running in a straight line, most of the time you'll be fine. Like 2 or 3 blocks, you'll be fine. But then once you lose the momentum, then you fall. So it is a little bit difficult. Yeah, I said you would be able to make this whole distance. I'm sure you could if you get the right angle, but it is very easy to run over these 1 block holes. I mean, look, there's one right here. I'll go ahead and destroy this real quick, and you guys can see I can literally run over this as much as I want, and I won't fall in. I literally will not fall in, and that's because it's just a 1 block hole. So you do not need to fear about 1 block holes ever again. Here we go. I'm running back and forth on that one, and yeah, I kind of hit the side a little bit. But you guys get the point. It does work. Now let's get into our second to last TikTok hack here, and this is actually showing us how to make a rabbit trap. So you put carrots with water around them, and then on top of those areas you put half slabs, so you, I guess, waterlog it, and then you go ahead and make a little roof over the top of it with pressure plates and trapdoors around the edges, and then you put some slabs over the top, and apparently this will trap any rabbits that come nearby. So I'm going to go ahead and test this out and see if it actually works. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and set up our area right here. So this is whole ground. All you need for this is obviously a hole. And then we go ahead and put the water around the outside right here and make sure it is working like it says in the video. You don't want it to be like source blocks half of it. You want source blocks on the whole thing, so that when you place down these are all going to be waterlogged areas, meaning that the water is logging the block, meaning the water is still here. As if I break this, it's still here. It's just in a block form now, meaning we can go ahead and place pressure plates on top of these. And then we go ahead and place these logs going up right here. I don't don't think they have to be logs. I think they can literally be anything. And then just on top of those, we go ahead and place some slabs. And on the corner of each of these pressure plates, you're gonna want to go ahead and place yourself a trapdoor just like this. And you can go ahead and shift if you want for these, or you don't actually have to. Shifting just gets you a little bit closer to the ground. And then we go ahead and spawn in a rabbit. Let's see if this thing actually works. Spawn in a rabbit. Where are you going, buddy? Do you see any carrots? Do they have to be fully grown? Hold on, let's see. Do we need to get bone meal? Because so far, this isn't looking too promising. He does not look interested one bit. Wait, hold on. Nope, he does not look interested one bit right now. Hold on. Put one in. Yeah, I'll spawn a bunch of these around these carrots right here. They are not fussed whatsoever. They do not care about that one bit right there. And even if wait, I guess one hopped in, but I don't think the carrots actually attract them. I think that might be a rare occurrence. Oh wait, no, maybe they are attracted to them. I think it's kind of hard to tell. I spawned in quite a lot, and they can get out quite easily, it looks like, as well. Yeah, it looks like this guy got out pretty easy. So I'm not sure if this is the best way to make a trap for rabbits. So maybe it will work, maybe it won't. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, it looks like a lot of these guys are trying to get in right now, actually. So maybe it does work. Now, our final TikTok hack here is from Hey I'm Robbie again, and it's a defense tower to use in the night around your base. And the way he does this is he sets up a little, I guess, pillar here that he has netherrack burning, so that is constantly burning. And then in the middle, he goes ahead and spawns a little snow golem. Or actually, I think he spawns quite a few here. He spawns 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 snow golems in the middle there. And then he sets light to all the sides, and it makes a high-powered, fast-speeding fire snowball attack. I mean, you can see some of those snowballs are on fire, but it doesn't actually set the mobs on fire. So let's see if this actually works, if it sends fire and snowballs in our Minecraft world. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and make this bad boy right here. So we go ahead and set up a pillar, and then we go ahead and place, I'm using cracked nether bricks, whatever, it's fine. And then we go ahead and place our netherrack on the sides here. And he has a cool little design with some fences right here. And then he simply goes over the tops just like this, trying to make like a tower look to it. And then we need our torch here so we can place blocks, but they will fall straight through. And then we need our snow blocks and our pumpkin blocks. Here we go. Now let's go ahead and spawn 10 of these bad boys just like he does. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and finally 10. There we go. We have 10 snowmen in there right now. And then we'll go ahead and pop it off. All right. And then we'll go ahead and top it off right there. And now let's go ahead and set fire to these 4 corners right here and see if this thing actually works. I am not too sure if this will work or not, but I am very interested to try it out. So let's go ahead and time set night and let all the monsters come out to play. So zombies, I have zombie spawn eggs right now on me, and let's see if this works. Oh, it looks like we have a few firing, and yeah, they're on fire, but when they get too close to a certain point, they can't actually fire anymore. So I guess if they're over here, you can have a pretty high firing little defense tower. And yeah, the snowballs do look as if they're on fire, but unfortunately they don't set the zombies on fire, which is what I was hoping, but they do not seem to set the zombies on fire. And I think, do we still have 10 in the middle here? I think we still have 10. So it seems like it's doing its job. It just doesn't want to shoot once they get to a certain point. So you might want to make this lower down in your worlds. Maybe it might be more effective, but as a tower, it seems like the zombies are getting a little bit too close. From Capchu Man, and it says infinite diamonds. Now, a bunch of you guys tagged me in this, and it has a few million views. So it looks like this guy has figured out a way to duplicate diamonds, but you need to find diamonds to duplicate them first. Okay, so he sets up a little bit of a redstone clock here, and then he sets them to a couple random ticks, it looks like, and then he has the redstone go into the back of the sticky piston with a slime block. He activates it, and apparently just like that, the diamonds start duplicating from the ore. So we're gonna test this out. We're gonna find ourselves some diamonds and see if this really works or if this guy has just made it up to get the clicks. Okay, so to test this TikTok hack to begin with, we need to find ourselves a vein of diamonds to start duplicating. So I'm flying through these caves right now trying to find some in spectator mode, and it seemed to be a little bit harder than you would have thought. Okay, here we go. We found ourselves a raw vein of diamonds. Now this is where we need to be careful. I'm gonna go ahead and turn to creative mode and dig around this very carefully because all we actually need is one, right? Yeah, okay, so we have a couple here, and this should do the trick. Okay, so what he does to begin with in the TikTok is he goes ahead and deletes all of these to make sure that there is just one left, and then he digs underneath it to make sure that is clear, and then he digs out a big area over here to make sure this is all clear. And then we place down a sticky piston with a slime block coming out of it just like this, and then we need to dig all of this out, and we need to make sure it's empty underneath that. Okay, perfect, this is looking good. And now we just need to repeat it. I'm also going to dig this out to see if we can go ahead and you know, get a line of diamonds growing here, because if we can, this is going to be pretty awesome. And I actually almost mess this up. He breaks another block right here, so we need to have 3 beneath. And then we start the redstone clock just here with redstone pieces all in between them. We do 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we do 1 and 1, just like that. Okay. And then all we really need to do is have it go into the back of this and then place down a lever here. And if we click this and we've done this correctly, this should work. I've followed his TikTok as much as I can. So if this doesn't work, I don't know. I'm just hoping this works. Okay, let's go ahead and try it out. And oh, I think I meant to click it very quickly. Oh no, okay. I think I might have messed this one up. We can go ahead and even get rid of all of this so that it is exactly like he has it set up in the video. And nope, it just moves this block right here. Okay, well that is extremely disappointing. It's either patched or it just doesn't work because clearly this diamond is not duplicating one bit. It looks like this TikTok hack doesn't work. So for all of those of you who tagged me in it, fear no more, the hack doesn't work. So there's no need to do it. Now let's get into our next TikTok hack. Okay, so our next TikTok here comes from a real elite G and he talks about Dream's latest manhunt. So let's go ahead and check it out.
Manhunt. The hunter said this.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Sapnap.
Yes!
What? Wait, what?
Fishing rod in it.
Wait,
Well,
what?
guys, you can actually fishing rod any droppable item.
Wait.
You can also fishing rod things like boats, which can be particularly good for the nether, as you can use it as a stepping stone to make it over jumps.
Wait, there's no
you can
way
also
this.
fishing rod things like ghast fireballs. Lit TNT can also be fishing rodded, which
What?
is good for exploding hunters on towers. And you can fishing rod falling blocks, but I don't see much use in that.
Okay, wait, is that actually real? I need to test this out right now. Okay, so let's get ourselves a fishing rod. There we go. So the first thing I want to test out is, you know, if we can fish and rod this rabbit real quick. Let me just go ahead and... Yep, rabbit can definitely be fish rodded. Okay, now let's go into the real stuff. Let's say I drop a sharpness 5 sword over to my friend and somebody is sneaking around with a fishing rod. Can they actually rod the item? Is this actually possible? Wait, it's so hard to like clip onto it, but you guys can see right there. If I go ahead and do that. Oh, you could actually fish and rod items? How long has this been a thing for? I could have sworn that this was not a thing for the longest I've ever known. Wait, what? All right, let's try and do the TNT one like he showed in the video. Place down TNT, explode it, grab it with a fishing rod, and... Huh? Wait. I don't think that will work. Ah! Oh no, I just fell. Okay, right here. Let's try this. Let's try the falling sand. Does the falling sand even work? It does! You can like pull sand mid-air. This could make for some pretty fun mini games, I'm not gonna lie. Look at that. Okay, let's try the TNT again. You can pull the TNT as well. Okay, well, I guess you can pull items with a fishing rod. The more you know. So let's say I'm trying to steal this from someone, I can just go ahead and just, you know, fishing rod it and be like, hey, sorry, buddy, but your sword is now the cactus's property. I mean, it's gonna take a little while. Just give me a second here, buddy. Just, yeah. And one more, and say goodbye to your netherite sword, buddy. And it's gone forever, because the cactus just laid it up. Okay, so this next Minecraft TikTok is a compilation of different Minecraft hacks that we can go ahead and do. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose a couple of them to test out.
15 things you didn't know about Minecraft in
Okay,
60 seconds.
so this
If you
first
lie in
one.
a minecart and then sleep, then something weird will happen.
So if you're sitting in a minecart and click on a bed, you lay on the floor?
Instead, it'll
You
just
can't
light up
place
and give off
water on redstone
Chicken
at
juice,
all?
There's a 1 in 8 chance to spawn a baby chicken. And there is an even rarer 1 in 32 chance to spawn 4 baby chickens.
Wait, you can spawn 4 from 1 egg? Okay, we're gonna stop it there. But I want to test out the minecart and bed trick, the redstone and water trick, and then the 4 baby chickens from 1 egg. I'm not too sure if that's gonna be true, but let's go ahead and test it out and see if it actually works. Okay, so the first one was the minecart and the bed trick. So we're gonna go ahead and set up a little minecart trick here, place down a minecart and place down a bed, and then I'm gonna clear this, do time set night, hop in this minecart, and then apparently if I hop in this bed, something weird happens. Oh, the bed's too far away. Okay, well let me go around my little circle here and wait, am I laying on the track right now? Hold on. Where am I? That was the strangest thing. Hold on. Okay, let's try that again. Wait, and it's still not daytime? Hold on. Yeah, I'm literally laying in the middle of the railroad track. What is going on? And then you wake up and it doesn't even turn daytime. That is pretty interesting. Well, if you guys want to test that on your own Minecraft worlds, then let me know. But in my case, that was a very strange experience indeed. Now let's go ahead and test out the redstone and water bucket thing. Okay, so I have redstone ore here. I'm gonna place a little pile of redstone ore right here. Go into game mode survival here. And now let's go ahead and see if we can do this. So if we place down a water bucket of redstone, you literally cannot. Oh my goodness. Wait, this can actually be such a... Oh wait, but if you shift it, click, you can. Okay, so if you shift right click, you can. But if you normally just right click, you cannot do it one bit. So this could be a pretty good meme. Okay, and the last one was the chicken eggs. There's no way you can actually get 4 baby chicken from 1 egg. I gotta try this out. Okay, so it said there's a 32% chance. So let's go ahead and grab a bunch of eggs, okay? No luck so far. I will cut back if I see anything, okay?
5 minutes later.
Wait! Wait, it actually is true. Did you guys just see that? I threw an egg and like 4 of them were on top of each other. What the heck? Okay. Well, apparently, even though I threw a lot of eggs, that was definitely more than 32. 4 chickens spawned out of it. So all of those were true. That's pretty awesome. Now let's get into our next Minecraft TikTok hack. Okay, so our next TikTok here is showing us a cool, I guess, cactus glitch. So he places hoppers all around this cactus. Okay. And then what does he do? He places the hoppers all around the cactus, then then a normal piston with glass, and then he presses lever, and the cactus just starts duplicating? Wait, I'm not sure if this is too true. Hold on, we need to test this out. Okay, so let's go ahead and find ourselves, okay, we've got a nice looking cactus right here. I'm gonna dig out all of these blocks around it. Okay, well, it looks like I just deleted the cactus by accident. Okay, we place a new cactus, and then we dig out all these blocks around it, and then we have all of the hoppers, let's say, centralized to this location over here. There we go. This looks like how he has it in the video, and then we go like this, go like that with a lever, and apparently this should start duplicating the cactus. Oh, how we got scammed. Everybody who tagged me in that, you guys all got scammed. There is no possible thing to duplicate a cactus this way, or at least in this version on 1.16.5. It doesn't work. So don't go falling for this trick. It does not work. We just tested it out here, and it was lies. It was lies and slander. Lies and slander. Okay, so this next TikTok says things you did wrong in Minecraft, and it says a cobblestone generator. So let's see how we're doing a cobblestone generator wrong. Okay, you got a hopper there with the chest. Got it. You put water in a stair, a crafting table, and then lava? Wait, that is actually so compact, and if that actually works, then that's crazy. Like, I never thought that something like that would work, because it's a waterlogged stair in the new update. We have to try this out. I need to see this for myself. Okay, so we're in survival mode right now, so I'm gonna build this in survival mode to see if it's actually possible to be made in survival mode, like it showed in the video there. Okay, so here, we'll go ahead and place this, then we place down our chest, our hopper, a crafting table, and then we waterlog this stair and place down a lava bucket right there, and wait, this is the most compact cobblestone generator I've seen in my life. Oh my goodness, and it actually works. So guys, if you want a brand new updated cobblestone generator in your worlds that is super compact and literally doesn't like fail ever, it's literally maybe a 2x2, or it's technically 3x1 area if you guys really want to make it. So a super compact cobblestone generator, don't mind if I do. Easy peasy, there we go. This is a lot easier than they used to be. But let's get into our next TikTok hack. Okay, so this next TikTok hack says things in Minecraft that don't make sense. Jack-o'-lantern. So everybody knows that you can share a jack-o'-lantern to get a pumpkin face, but if you shift right click a torch on it, it turns it into a jack-o'-lantern? Wait, is that actually true? If that's true, I never knew about it. I need to test this. Hold on. Okay, so I'm getting my pumpkins, I've got my shears, and then I guess I grab my torches? Okay, there we go. We grab some torches here. Okay, there we go. So then we go into survival right now, and place down a pumpkin. Turn it into a pumpkin face, and then if you click a torch on it, it places it. But if you shift click on it, no. Okay. I thought it wouldn't. Okay, this is either in the Windows 10 edition or something else, because the way you still have to do it in Java is still have to craft it. But hey, we're gonna try that again. Share it, grab a torch, and no, if you shift right click it, it still just places it on top of it. That is super unfortunate. I thought we were gonna learn something new today, but I guess that's only on the Windows edition of Minecraft. So if you guys have Windows or Pocket Edition, then you can do it that way. But if you guys are still on Java, unfortunately, you still have to do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, so this next TikTok comes from Real Elite G, and it says Minecraft things you're doing wrong in Minecraft. And the first one is villager glitch. Say that you shouldn't minecart villagers around, because all you need to do is a glitch where you enter their inventory and exit it really quickly, and keep doing that, and they follow you. Look at this. Yeah, they just follow you if they keep doing that. So I need to test this out if this actually works. All right, so first things first, we need to find ourselves a village. Okay, so we have found ourselves a village. Now, where are the villagers all at? Villager. Okay, we have a villager right here. I'm gonna go into survival, and we're gonna see if this actually works. So if I get close to him, open up his inventory, will he actually come towards me? Wait! This whole time I've been minecarting and boating villagers around when all I've really had to do is enter their inventory and move away slowly? Oh my goodness. Look how far we've got him traveled in such a short time anyway. Like, this is so much easier than doing it like the other way. Look, we can literally get him inside this house without even really trying. If I open this door, come in here, buddy. Come in here. You know you want to. There we go, come in here, and now we have him locked inside a house. That is a lot easier than using boats and minecarts. And where have I gone? I'm literally invisible. Okay. No, and he's gone. Okay. Make sure you lock him in if you do that. But that is a lot easier than using minecarts, and it definitely takes up a lot less resources. So that's a quick and easy way to get villagers around your Minecraft world. Now our last TikTok hack here comes in from Super Intense Minecraft Pig, and he shows us 4 useless Minecraft facts that we didn't know. So apparently if you spawn a fox on dirt, it's a normal fox. But if you spawn a fox on ice, it turns into the Arctic fox. And if you spawn it in water, it drowns the fox. fox. Okay, well here, I want to test that out and see if that actually works, because if it does, I mean, I've never really found a way to spawn the normal Arctic wolf, so let's see if this actually works. Okay, so we have a fox spawn egg, and of course, if we spawn a fox like that, it is a normal fox, but if we go ahead and place down some ice and spawn a fox on the ice, it's still a normal fox. Okay, this isn't fair, this is just ice in an overworld. Let's go ahead and see if we can actually find an iceberg and see if they work on there. Okay, I'm in an ice spikes biome right now, so let's go ahead and see if this works. If I spawn one in here, no. Okay, what about on the ice in an ice spikes biome? Any luck? No. Okay, what if I locate a nearby ocean? Okay, right, here's the real test. He had ice in the water, and let's see if that works. Nope, it's still a normal fox. So I guess that one doesn't work either. I guess you really have to just go summon, I think it's an Arctic fox? No, how do you even do it? I don't even know how you get the white foxes in the game, because even if you summon a normal fox, it still just turns into a normal fox. So I guess that was also a little bit of a joke, or maybe it only works on certain versions, but it did not work in this one. Instead, you will just have to search for them yourselves, like these little cuties sleeping right here. Oh, they look so cute. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I wake you? I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone.
Crouching or sneaking while being a universal sign of peace also has a really good and practical use.
Yeah, it stops you from falling off, right? Wait, what?
Mobs will only be able to detect you from 80% of their usual range. For example, creepers that can usually see you from 16 blocks away will only be able to see you from 12 blocks away if you crouch.
Wait, you're telling me that basically if you shift, it kind of does the same thing as a mob head, where it like stops them from seeing you from further away?
This is very useful for caving and...
Okay, let's go ahead and test this out, Mr. Wifeys. Let's go ahead and test this out. Okay, so I'm on half a heart right now, so we are testing this out to the extreme, but basically there's a skeleton right there, and we're just going to slowly walk to see how close we need to be for him to detect us. So the first block, the second block, he sees us on, and he missed his shot, so I guess he missed his chance. But what Wifeys is saying is if we shift, we should be able to go further than that. Okay, well here, 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks. Dude, he doesn't even see us coming. 5 blocks, he still doesn't even see us coming. We can keep... Oh no. Okay, he sees us. Oh, okay. That's just great. But we tested it out, and that was actually pretty accurate. By shifting, we managed to get, like, I think it was 80% or 20% closer. Oh, quite a few blocks closer. The first time, we were only able to get 2 blocks without shifting, but we managed to almost make it halfway while shifting. So this one definitely works. Now let's go ahead and check out the next secret of Minecraft.
Number 6. If you're a somewhat old player, you might know
I would
one,
say I'm pretty old. Okay.
Back in the day, before we had soul sand and water elevators, we would use glass. Not for us, of course, but for items. If you set up a dropper below
I remember this.
Glass,
I do remember
item
this.
Dispense would make
There's
its way
no
to the
way
top
this
in
still
very
works.
Awesome fashion.
Does
You
this...
could watch as it seemingly phased through the wall all of the way up. You can
I
use this
almost don't
mechanic
feel
to
like
make
this
really
still
cool
works.
displays for items that don't seem murky or require a lot of work.
If this still works, this
Number
is a super
7.
awesome way to, I guess, transport items directly up. Let's test it out. Okay, so I have a simple, just 2 observers looking into each other, creating this kind of clock system that will just, I guess, throw out anything right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the fill command to grab this block right there and go all the way up to the top right here and fill this whole area up with some glass. Now, apparently, if Wifeys is correct, then we should just be able to go ahead and use some diamond blocks here, throw them into this, and... Oh, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. These diamond blocks are just flowing up through this glass column. Well, I guess this is a very, very useful way of getting blocks to the top of a tower. I mean, I guess sometimes they fall off, but if you have a hopper system, I wonder if they could just be start collected up here. Oh, wait, we're out of diamond blocks. Oh, no. So will these start being collected up here? No. Okay, so you need to add some kind of system that maybe starts collecting them. Will they be collected if I put them like that, maybe? Oh, okay. So if you put a hopper like this, then they'll get collected. So if you guys want it to be, I guess, working, you can literally just have a system like this, and they'll just get eaten up by that hopper. And I think those ones were there from the ones before. But other than that, these ones all seem to be flowing through, and this does look pretty awesome.
If you ever want to build up somewhere, but you also want to get back down easily, so you want to make a staircase,
yeah,
here's a good way to do that. Instead
I feel like
of just
pillaring
basic
up to
staircase,
space.
you
Okay.
can save a bunch of resources by just placing a torch on the block you're using. You can keep the torch in your offhand and the blocks in your main hand. Then just place a block on the side of the torch.
Okay.
Break the torch, repeat, and boom.
Okay, so I'm guessing that you just save a bunch of resources by doing something like that. So this is a pillar that I made the usual way you make staircases with 32 blocks. Now, I'm gonna see exactly from starting the same point using this like torch method to see how much further we can really get. And it is a little bit finicky, but once you get the hang of it, I think it could be a lot easier. Yeah, you just need to like go on the edge here and then place it down this way. It is a little bit difficult, but once you get the hang of it, you save a lot more resources. So here, I'm gonna use 32 blocks and see exactly how much higher we can get by saving. Oh no, I messed up. Well, by saving blocks and see if it's really that much worth it. And then the last block right here. And once we destroy all of these torches, we can see that using this tactic, not only have we saved a lot of blocks, but we have also made a way bigger staircase and a way cooler looking staircase as well. I don't know, that just kind of looks better than whatever this is behind it. So it definitely works. And if you have a few spare torches, why not make your staircase just a little bit taller?
Here's a really good way to sort through creative inventory you probably never heard of. You ever build something in creative and want to decorate it, and you look for flowers, and all that comes up is the
I feel like I
flower?
literally
Well,
did this
here's
in the
an
last
easy
video.
fix
Wait,
for it.
hold on.
Using the pound symbol or hashtag, you can
No
sort through categories
way.
of items. Things like
Wait.
hashtag flowers or
Wait.
hashtag fishes
What?
or even hashtag piglin love.
Are you
will
actually
sort through these
serious?
categories of blocks and
Okay, hold on. I had no idea this was a thing. I had no idea. We gotta try this out. So game mode creative, and then just you search up like hashtag, and then let's search up hashtag armor. Wait, what? I guess that might not be one of them. What about swords? Okay, swords isn't one of them. I guess this is pretty limited. But what about hashtag like saplings? Okay, you can do saplings. You can do hashtag saplings. Okay, so if you want to come up with your saplings, what about wood? Does just any type of wood? Anything with, I guess, a wood tag will come up. That's pretty useful. But even the logs come up. Wait, no, not all the logs come up. That's interesting. The planks and the logs, not all of them come up. Only these ones. Maybe that's a bug. I don't know. But hey, let's go ahead and check out the fish. There we go. You see all the fish. And then also, if you're looking for all the different types of flowers, you can just search up flower and get every single one just like that. So I guess that makes building in creative just that little bit more easy if it's not already extremely easy. Oh boy.
Number 10. Cauldrons in Minecraft are pretty broken.
Okay.
Enderman mobs, which famously don't like water, have no problem chilling in a water cauldron.
Wait,
Likewise,
hold on.
in Bedrock and past versions of Java, mobs that are usually fire resistant, like zombified piglins, burn in lava cauldrons. Additionally, you can burn to death in a lava cauldron while underwater.
Wait.
The game has no problem
Wait, is
with
that-
a fully
is that-
functional lava container right
That
in the
doesn't
middle
make any
of a lake,
sense.
allowing you to
That
both
literally
burn to death
makes-
and drown at the same time.
That makes
kind of a cursed way to
literally
go.
no
Number
sense.
11.
Okay, hold on. So what I'm hearing here is if we get a lava cauldron and a water like source, I guess, and then we just dig down, place a cauldron, place some water, place lava in the cauldron. Usually what should happen is if we have water here and we have lava in this cauldron, if I go into survival right now, I should be able to hop into this. Look, even not going into it, even just standing on top of it, I start burning. Like, look at this. I am, okay, that is very, very hot. But yeah, you can get put out as soon as you're in water. But apparently if I stand in this, it's just gonna be a death trap. Yep, no, definitely a death trap, oh my. But standing on top of it seems fine, but as soon as you plunge in any deeper, oh no. Oh. I swam in no, I was swimming in water, man. I was swimming in water, come on.
Number 15. Raids can be pretty deadly, but also pretty annoying when you're just about
Yeah, of course they are.
finished
They're
with
raids.
and spot
They're
that
meant
last
to kill you,
villager.
right?
Well, here's a quick fix. If you ring the village bell, all remaining raiders within a 48 block radius will have a temporary glowing effect applied to
Wait.
them, allowing you to swiftly and easily hunt them down.
Wait,
Number
does this
16.
actually work? I thought that was like an effect that only an arrow could do. Okay, hold on. We gotta try this out. Okay, so I found myself a little village in a brand new survival world, and what I'm gonna do is give myself the effect, I think it's a bad omen. There we go. We have gone ahead and started ourselves a raid, and apparently if we ring the bell, we'll be able to find where they all come from. They're already ringing the bell. Why are they ringing the bells already? Are they preparing for war? Oh no. Oh, I'm worried for them. So usually I know that you can listen to the horn and kind of hear that they start coming from this way. But Wifey's is saying if we go ahead and hit this, we'll be able to see. Oh, you can literally see every single raider nearby for like a short, I guess that wasn't long at all. Okay, hold on, let's do it again. Yeah, look, they all just start glowing. So if you have trouble, I guess, finding the last two, like, I mean, the Angom's literally taking them out for us at this point. Like, we don't even need to do anything. Look, he's taking out the last guy. There he goes. And I guess we're starting the second raid. Well, I'm not going to stick around to see what else happens because I'm not sure if one iron golem can take down an entire raid. So I'm going to get out of here before things get a little bit messy. But yeah, that does indeed work. If you guys are having trouble with your raids, just go ahead and ring that little bell. Also, while you're ringing the bell in your raids, go ahead and hit that little bell right next to the subscribe button. It would really help me out.
You probably realized this at some point, but certain items have colors.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Did you ever fully understand it? These colors correspond to an item's rarity. According to Mojang, there are 5 tiers of items.
Wait, whoa, hold on. There's rarities to items in Minecraft? Okay, I've been playing Minecraft for a long time, and I never knew this. I never knew this. Hold on.
Rare, epic, and ominous. The last, of course, is reserved for an ominous banner, the only item in the game to have an orange color. Uncommon items are usually treasures like
my goodness.
Conduits. Rare
that makes
items
so much more sense.
Boss drops such as beacons and end crystals. Epic items, apart from the dragon egg, are primarily creative exclusive things like structure blocks and command blocks. And of course, common items are everything else and are in white. Number 20.
Interesting.
Flower
Who would have
pots
thought?
are a nice way to display your shrubs. Anything from a prized dead bush to a little pet cactus. But a cool quality of the pot that you might not realize is that they rotate. Viewing it from this angle, it's clear the lily of the valley has 2 petals. However, as we rotate around the pot, you can see the flower rotates as well.
Wait, when has this been a thing?
We'll always see the same thing.
What? This is like an optical illusion. Wait, what?
Not sure why they added this, but I guess it is aesthetically pleasing.
Wait, no. This can't be a real thing. I feel like I would have heard of this, or I would have seen this before, or something. Hold on. We need flower pots. Give me the flower pots. Sorry, I'm stressing out. If this is a real thing, I am gonna be so confused. Now let's use our neat little feature that we learned earlier, the hashtag flowers. Okay, and let's grab like a blue orchid, lily of the valley like he shows in the video, and maybe like a poppy. Okay, so now we place all of these down, and we can see that like facing to the left, this one's like a little bit slanted down to the left, and then if I go like this, what? Okay, so you're telling me this just disappears? What? Wait, so if I go like this, can I like see both of them? What? I am so confused. I never knew this was a thing, and now my brain is melting. What about this? Okay, so it's facing that way there, and then if I go like this is the high side. We see that this high side is clearly higher than that side. Now if I go around here, what? My brain is melting from the insides out. My brain is currently melting from the insides out. If you guys knew this, then let me know. But if you guys didn't, please like the video, because I honestly, I feel like more people need to know this. Because what? When? Who? Whatever. This is making my brain explode. This next video is from Blog Facts. Again, he's going to be linked down in the description, so go check him out. Let's go ahead and test out some of these hacks.
Number 14. Air is classed as a block in Minecraft. And because of that, you might not be using it to its full potential. There are actually 3 types of air block. When you're building and come across a giant ravine or cave that's cutting through your plot of land, you can use the fill command to replace cave air with grass blocks and restore the natural terrain to what it would have looked like if the cave had never existed at all. Now we can save time terraforming the land and spend more time building a giant...
Wait, so you're telling me this entire time you don't need to be filling in these gaps, you can just use a command? Hold on, we gotta test this out. There's no way this actually works. Okay, so I've returned to the world that is currently getting pillaged and villaged, and there's a massive cave right here. So what I'm gonna do is pillar up right here, and to prove that it doesn't just fill in like all of the air, we're gonna select this area up here that has normal air. I'm guessing this is normal air, and then I guess this area down here, which I'm guessing is cave air. Now again, I'm not sure if I completely understand this, but now we have the 2 corners set. Now all we need to do is go ahead and replace cave air. Yeah, that's definitely a type of air. Oh wait, no, I always forget the way around it is. So you replace something with cave air. So let's go ahead and just do it with dirt, I guess. If we replace dirt with cave air, or cave air with dirt. Oh wait, no, it is the other way. I always get these things around the wrong way. So we put dirt here, and then cave air right here. And actually, you know what? To make it look nicer, let's do grass blocks. Okay, here we go. Now, if I press enter, what did I do wrong? Okay, so I've returned to the world where this world is currently getting pillaged, and I'm going to try and find myself a cave of some kind. So I need to find a cave that goes like down into the ground. These are like mine shafts, so I'm not sure if it'll work on those. But here we go. Okay, we've got ourselves a cave. So now all I need to do is select each corner of the cave, or like the area I'm trying to fill in, which would be like right here, and then probably like up here, I'm guessing. And now all I'm going to do is use fill cave air and replace that with maybe like a grass block. Oh wait, I think I did that around the wrong way. Now let's try it this way. I am very confused. Is this not cave air? Cave air is a thing, but it seems like it's not replacing it completely. Is it because it's like at a certain Y level? I don't know. Okay, so here we go. We have a little cave right here. So all I need to do is do /fill in one corner of it. So like, I guess select the corner. There we go. And then we just, I guess, select this other corner right here. Go like that. And then grass blocks will replace cave air. So apparently this one doesn't actually work. I tested that out and it doesn't seem to fill it in. Maybe it has to be a certain type of cave, but that seems a little bit odd. I'm guessing this just doesn't work. Maybe if I'm doing it wrong, you guys let me know in the comment down below. But it doesn't seem to actually fill cave air in, or what is classed as cave air, I'm not sure. Okay, we have a way deeper cave right now here. What I'm going to do is select this very top layer right here and go all the way down to like the bottom part of this cave right here. And then do the grass block replace cave air. Wait, replace 73 blocks? Where? Interesting. So maybe in this 1.17 version, it's not currently working because the only things being classed as cave air right now are the spawner areas. So I guess it would work, but for some reason there's a bug in this version. So maybe it works in the newest version. I might just be using a bad version of Minecraft. But go ahead and test in your old versions of Minecraft and it might actually just work.
Number 19. You've probably been mining beacons wrong this whole time. When you're breaking a beacon, you don't actually need to use your pickaxe. It takes the same time to mine with any tool, even your hand. Beacons can be combined together too.
You're kidding me.
Making up the base to
You've
save 1,000
got to be
iron.
kidding
you can also
me.
cover them with water, lava, other beacons, or even bedrock, and they'll keep working just fine. They can even be filled with water in Bedrock Edition. Use that one.
Whoa. Hold on. You're telling me I can mine beacons with my fist? I don't believe this for 1 second. I do not believe this for 1 second. Okay, so we're in our Minecraft world right now. Beacon. Let's go ahead and get 2 of them right now. 2 beacons just like this. There we go, right next to each other. I'll get a pickaxe in my hand, go into survival. Now, this is what I usually do whenever I mine a beacon. Just go up to it and just mine it with a pickaxe real quick. But apparently, all I have needed to be doing this whole time is punch it and it just breaks and drops. No. You're not gonna tell me. I've been lied to my entire life, but I guess you learn something new every day. Well, hopefully you guys did enjoy these videos where we went ahead and tested out a few secrets of Minecraft, and maybe you guys would have learned something along the way. Now, again, credits both the creators again down in the description below if you guys want to check out the original videos. And if you guys did enjoy this, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new. I'll see you guys all again next time. Peace.